I've been wearing my full count jeans for a little over 2 months now, and I finally got enough information that I want to talk about it. Welcome to my channel. My name is James and I like clothes and well-made things. And today we are going to talk about my full count 0105 XXW. I think that's it. In the video, we're going to talk a little bit about the history and heritage. We're obviously going to talk about the jeans, the specs, and the things that I like and the things that I don't like. And then I kind of want to compare it to my Levi's 501 vintage pair and kind of get into like the differences that I like about either one of them. But let's get into the video. Full count has a huge amount of history. They are part of the Osaka 5. So if you're familiar with Japanese denim, Osaka 5 is basically like the royalty of that. Full count was established in 1993 by a gentleman. I don't want to say his name because I'll say it incorrectly and I don't want to disrespect him, but I'll leave it right here. The name itself is inspired by the baseball term full count. And basically what that means is you have 3 balls and 2 strikes. And one of the things that really is known about full count is kind of pushing the envelope as far as quality material and things of that nature. I'm not going to get too far into that. There are a number of great YouTubers that can definitely talk about that on a very high level, but enough about the history. Let's get into the jeans itself. Like I said, these are the full count 0105 XXW. So they were originally inspired by the 1953 Levi 501, but he ended up kind of changing a few different things and he made the silhouette a little bit longer and a little bit bigger. So he ended up changing the name itself, and I'm really glad that they did because I love these pants. These are a 15.5 ounce one wash denim. So one wash denim obviously is exactly what it sounds like. It's when you make the jeans, you get everything perfect, and then you wash them to size. So these are jeans that are not going to shrink on me all that much. You might get a little bit of shrinkage, you might get a little bit of stretch in certain areas just because it is a looser weave. These are a Zimbabwe cotton, and if you're familiar with that at all, Zimbabwe cotton is considered one of the more premium cottons in the denim world. However, it does add a bit of a price, and these jeans come in at about $310 on their website, and there are a few other websites that they are a little bit less expensive, but to me, absolutely worth the price. Definitely on the more premium level of the vintage denim or the raw denim world, but I'm very happy with these. Some other specs that you're gonna see are gonna be like your traditional full count buttons, and then you're gonna see that they've kind of got like the salvage ID popping out of the coin pocket, which I think is super cool. Obviously, it's gonna be hidden rivet. These are absolutely amazing. The thread itself is going to be a cotton thread that you're gonna see more of an orange up top, and then you're gonna see more of that yellow below. And one thing that you'll notice because they are a one wash is that the back patch is actually kind of already shrunk, which is super, super cool to me. I've always been very much of a Levi's like vintage guy because I love the history and heritage of like the American made products and things of that nature. Obviously, a lot of these aren't made in America anymore, but you kind of get what I mean. The denim itself has got so much texture and so much color to it. And when I've started wearing these, I started to see that kind of texture come through. And it went from more of a regular kind of blue denim to more of like a cobalt or like a royal blue. And I just love that texture with it. You can already tell that they are starting to kind of wear in and kind of break in a really good way. And I just find them so comfortable. I decided to keep a big cuff on these and wear them a little bit more baggy. I kind of played around with the salvage ID as well because I wanted to have a little bit more fun that way. But these are just so comfortable, amazing jeans. They are on the wider side, so these are like, I would go as far as saying baggy. And I find myself leaning more towards baggy clothes as opposed to recent years where like I might have gone with a straight fit or even a skinnier fit. And the reason why is they're just so much more comfortable. I find myself wearing them a lot more, and I've really been into the Our Legacy third cut denim, but I just love the idea of kind of having like that look of an Our Legacy third cut denim with the heritage of full count and the quality of full count. But there are a few things that like I don't absolutely love about the jean, and for me personally, because they were a one wash, and especially while one washes are great, when you buy jeans, sometimes what'll happen is they'll wash the denim and then they'll create the pant. With these, they made the pant and then they threw it in the washing machine essentially, and they shrunk it that way. And that was fine. I love the fact that it's already got that kind of one wash feel and that one wash look. However, you can tell for me personally where like one side of the jean is actually looser than the other. So when you put them on, you can see some bunching, like on, I believe it's on like the left side of like my flat front of the pocket. You can see where it's a little bit more bunchy than that. And then another thing that I don't love, and this one is 100% my fault, is I've actually lost a good amount of weight since I got these. So these are a little on the big side. That's 100% my fault. I can't argue any of that, but I will say that I'm kind of happy that they are a little loose because I wanted the leg to be a little bit wider. And if I got a smaller size, I believe they would go down like a ½ an inch in leg size. So I can't be too mad about that. And I've had a pair of sugar canes and I've had a pair of PBJs and I've had other stuff, but something about these just hit so much different and they kind of got me excited back into denim. But I really wanted to talk to y'all about the difference that I've noticed between like something like this and then my Levi's 501s. So these are my Levi's 501s. These are the 1971 golden ticket. These are a cone mill denim. And you'll just notice when you're comparing next to them that they're so much different as far as color. They're both obviously blue denim. These ones have been washed probably 3 or 4 times, where these ones have only been washed once. You'll notice that the texture of the denim, this is so much more like rigid, or so much more like the pattern on it is so much more consistent. And then the blue is so much more of a different color blue. This to me is more like a royal blue, where this is kind of like a little bit of a softer blue. I don't know exactly what color to say, but there's just such a big difference as far as the blue goes and the depth of color that you get. With the full count pair, you're just getting so much more depth. In different areas, you're seeing a little bit more blue than other areas. This one is a little bit more consistent as far as the blue goes. There's definitely some areas that you'll see that are like darker in certain areas, but this is definitely more of a consistent color. In regards to like furriness, they're both actually pretty furry. I would argue that these are gonna be a little bit more furry because it's a heavier weight. This is a 15.5 ounce, where this is gonna be closer to a 12 ounce. And then a big thing that you'll notice is this has like your really light pink salvage ID, where this is gonna have like your traditional Levi's kind of much darker look as well. Obviously the fabric itself, when you look at it, the fabric is going to be much more slubby and much more textured in the full count pair as opposed to the Levi's pair. And obviously the fit is different. They're different jeans. I'm not comparing them. It's just, I'm really surprised that when I looked at my Levi's the other day and I looked at these, that they were just so different as far as texture and color goes, that it's really exciting to me to be able to see and kind of touch in person and really get an idea of what it looks like. Really happy that I have these. Definitely worth a purchase. If you're into raw denim, or if you're looking for like a wider fitting denim, I think this is a really great alternative, a really good option if you're feeling, you know, you want a little bit more quality than you do fashion or aspect of that, but definitely something to think about. Thank you for coming all, and I'll talk soon. Goodbye.